Welcome back to Colorado and Company. This is so cool. Robots are taking over the Longmont Museum. I know, I'm not good at that. Anyway, with more, we have our guests, Eric Mason and Ann Macca. Can you guys do a better robot impersonation than that?
I don't think so.
So you get the coolest exhibits. You really do. It's always so much fun. How interactive is this robot exhibit going to be?
We are so proud of this exhibit. We've been working on it for months, and it has over a dozen interactive stations. People can control a 6-foot-tall robot by themselves. There's a robotic arm that was originally from NASA that you can actually control, pick up little foam blocks with, and just throughout it, there's all kinds of things that kids are going to have a blast.
This has to be the most technologically advanced exhibit that you've ever offered. Is that true?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is not an exhibit where you push a button and watch something happen. It's all about you interacting with the exhibits, and the exhibits interacting right back. They sense you, they see what's going on, and they react in kind, and that takes a lot of computing power.
And what was the setup like for you? It had to be like, little boy playing with all the toys.
We've had so much fun. People are constantly in there, oh, is this one working yet? And trying it out, and sounds going off, and lights flashing. Yeah. It's just been a blast.
And you incorporated it with pop culture. How did you do that? I know we have a picture here of the Terminator. Dun, dun,
yes,
dun.
We were very fortunate. There's a company in Longmont that's got some great Hollywood connections, and they were actually able to acquire an original prop from one of the scariest robot movies, The Terminator. Plus, there's lots of other fun acknowledgments of robots from Star Wars to Wall-E to iRobot, and even Lost in Space way back in time. So
okay, I'm going to have to go. It's official. My boys will go crazy. The website's at the bottom of the screen. You can go to longmontcolorado.gov/museum for more information. And many others helped the museum to create Robots Rising. Who was all involved in this?
Well, we're really proud of our community involvement in all of our exhibits. In this particular exhibit, we've had lots of volunteers help actually build and create the interactives. Blue Point Engineering, Tinkermill, the St. Vrain Valley School District's Innovation Center. It's all ages and all abilities that have helped us come together and build this exhibit.
And I think you nailed it there, all ages. I think this kind of opens up to everyone. It's not just the little kids. Adults have to go crazy for this too.
Absolutely. I mean, this exhibit is built specifically for all ages. We really have an area for ages like 2 to 5, and then everything else in the exhibit can go from 5 to adult, and everyone is engaged and excited about what's going on.
You're having fun, but at the same time, there's the educational point too.
There is, and that's something that we value a lot. You know, most of the learning you do in life happens outside of the classroom. And so we're proud to be a venue for learning, a place where learning is fun, and where learning sticks because it's fun. Right. It creates memories. It creates a really engaging experience.
You have the sensor conductor room. What is that, Eric?
Yes, that is probably the most elaborate piece of robotic engineering in the exhibit. It is a whole room where you can control sound and light. You can actually play a tune using lasers, and as you walk into the room, the floor lights up, the walls light up. It's just going to be, we think it's going to be a party zone, if nothing else.
Yes,
you know, it's just
it
like
opens tomorrow. I'm going to be there. I have to go check it out. Show me this next picture. Tell me about it. It's Mr. Machine. What is this?
So Mr. Machine was one of the first robotic toys. It was built in 1960, and kids loved it because they could take it totally apart and then put it entirely back together. Now, unfortunately, some of the pieces turned out to be choking hazards, so didn't last real long, but kids had a blast with it.
Got to watch those choking hazards for sure. Now, Ann, let's talk more about the educational components. What else do you think is important?
Well, beyond the exhibit itself, we have a number of other programs planned, from summer camps to classes. We have an international robotics competition. We have a robot film series. We find that beyond the exhibit, there are a lot of other ways to engage people in an educational experience.
And what do you find most interesting, most compelling?
Ooh, about this exhibit, I think it's the diversity of the robots that are in the exhibit. There are things that you would recognize very much as a robot, as what we think of as almost a humanoid kind of machine. But then when you look at the sensor conductor room, it's actually a space that responds to you, and it's something that people don't necessarily think of as a robot, but robots are these many diverse things, and that's part of what the exhibit is about.
Oh, the sensor conductor room is going to be a big turnout. Yeah. What about you, Eric? What's your favorite part of this exhibit?
What I really love are some of the historic robotic toys that we're showing in there. There's toys all the way back to the 1940s. And kind of as a museum person, I love to see how toys began as just really simple things, and now the most elaborate ones that we have today can practically run themselves. They don't even need people around.
Excellent. Well, I will see you there tomorrow. Robots Rising officially opens tomorrow. This is a hands-on summer exhibit at the Longmont Museum. And yes, you can control the robots, see how they work, and even create your own piece. Also, don't forget Longmont Museum offers free days the second Saturday of each month, and that's tomorrow. It's a free day. Get all the information at longmontcolorado.gov/museum.